We propose to evaluate effectiveness and efficacy of using biosensors to predict and monitor mycotoxins in homegrown maize in Tanzania. Let me start by saying what are mycotoxins and their effects in humans. Mycotoxins are a group of toxic chemical compounds produced by certain strains of fungi when they grow in food and feed, and this includes maize. Maize is widely grown and used as staple food by majority of Tanzanians. Mycotoxins of agricultural and health importance for maize are called fumonisins and aflatoxins. These fumonisins exist in three major forms. These are fumonisins B1, B2, and B3. And fumonisins B1 is the most toxic form. Aflatoxins exist in four major forms, which are aflatoxins B1, B2, G1, and G3, and the aflatoxin B1 is the most toxic form. Now there are national tolerable limits for aflatoxins and fumonisins in maize. Tolerable limits for aflatoxins in maize, aflatoxin B1 in maize is 5 ppb. And I would like to say here that up to 43% of maize stores in some parts of Tanzania exceed this limit. Regulatory limit for fumonisins in maize for Tanzania is 1000 ppb. And also I'd like to note here that over 50% of maize in Tanzania exceeds this limit. On health, aflatoxin B1 is carcinogenic, it is teratogenic, and can suppress immunity, particularly for populations that test positive for hepatitis B virus. Fumonisins exposure has been linked with high incidences of esophageal cancer in South Africa and neural tube defects in Mexico. Some experts have reported an association between aflatoxin and fumonisin exposure and child stunting. Let me now say what are common practices that enhance contamination. It is good to note that fumonisins and aflatoxins contamination begins before harvest and worsens during post-harvest in case of inappropriate harvesting, handling, storage, processing, and transport practices. It is also good to note that there is a little awareness about mycotoxin reduction methods among farmers, traders, and consumers in Tanzania. Therefore, we have seen in Tanzania that drying of maize is typically done on the ground, and storage units are self-made and commodity are stored without means of monitoring for temperature and humidity of such units. There is little or no use of hermetical storage facilities which would prevent contamination. And in fact, farmers do basic sorting to remove visibly damaged and moldy crops. However, this has not been linked with a significant reduction in contamination. Now, what do we want to do? In collaboration with Rideau River Foundation, Nelson Mandela African Institute of Science and Technology proposes to do the following to farmers. We propose to provide aflatoxin and fumonisin control knowledge to farmers, and will use internet access. We also want to test the effectiveness of biosensors and efficacy of using them in detecting and monitoring aflatoxins and fumonisins in maize. In this case, we'll provide farmers with low-cost, effective biosensors for self-monitoring of mycotoxins in their stored maize. In order to verify for contamination in these biosensor detected stores, analysis will be done at Nelson Mandela Institute using the laboratory that is housed there. So in conclusion, we propose to study effectiveness and efficacy of using biosensors in detecting and monitoring aflatoxins and fumonisins contamination in stores as a way to reduce aflatoxin exposure in Tanzania. Thank you.